No heat and no water. Those are the two biggest problems facing so many folks today.
9 on your side, reporter Tom McKee continues our team coverage with the story of 2 households coping with that cold. Tom?
Well, Clyde, I went home to frozen pipes on Monday night, but luckily my wife and I were able to get the water flowing in just a few hours. But that scene was repeated throughout greater Cincinnati today, but professionals handled the work. There are also a lot of people that woke up this morning to a cold house thanks to a faulty furnace. Just listen.
Scott Kimmel sat at his computer Tuesday, scarf around his neck, gloves nearby. The temperature inside his Oakley home was 48 degrees when he got up. The furnace had failed.
It felt like I was on the front porch.
Luckily, Kimmel had a service contract with Help Heating, and Greg Piles came to the rescue. His diagnosis was that the furnace was working, but not on a consistent basis.
The weather's been really hard on equipment, especially older equipment.
That's kept Piles busy, responding to 4 or 5 service calls a day, sometimes even more, for a variety of problems.
Anything from pressure switches to blower motors to just something as simple as a dirty air filter tube causing the furnace to go out on a high limit.
As Piles worked, Kimmel dreamed of the warmer weather he knew when he lived in South Carolina.
It'll feel better when it's at least 68 degrees in here.
In Wyoming, Becky Wires had to call in Help plumber Rick Robinson because all the pipes in her bathroom froze overnight.
I had no water at my sink, in my shower, or the toilets would not flush.
Robinson checked the home's radiant heating system. No problem there. He moved on to the bathroom and came to an unwelcome conclusion.
We have a frozen water line that's underneath the concrete slab. And the water line isn't deep enough in order to stay below the frost line.
Myers has been running hot water in all her sinks to keep her lines open and is waiting for warmer weather to thaw out the pipes. There's one big worry, though, if that doesn't work.
They're going to have to come in and find a leak detector and find out where it is, and then we're going to have to dig up the floor. So I'm not looking forward to that. That would be worst case scenario.
Now both Piles and Richardson say they're working 12-hour shifts to keep up with the demand. Now coming up new at 6, the cold weather is adding some extra costs to a number of City of Cincinnati departments. Find out which ones and how much if you stay tuned. Tom McKee, 9 on your side, live downtown.